Hello everybody, we're here again at the Dallas-Fort Worth Minority Supplier Development Council Media Lounge. Right now we have with us Grace Hastings. She is the Supplier Diversity Manager at Encore. And welcome, Grace.
Thank you, Silvana.
Happy to have you here at the Media Lounge. We'll be looking forward to having a chat with you.
I'm excited about the opportunity. Thank you.
All right, well, let's go into it.
Okay.
Supplier diversity programs are an important part of providing access to minority-owned businesses. What is your objective in participating in Access 2015?
Encore is proud to be a member of the Dallas-Fort Worth Minority Supplier Development Council. And our initiative to be here is to find certified and qualified minority suppliers that can do business with Encore. So we're here to support the council, and we're here to continue the economic development through support of minority-owned businesses as suppliers for Encore.
Right, and speaking about finding qualifying suppliers, do you have any successful stories of businesses that you have found right here at Access?
We have found some businesses here at Access, and over the years, since we've been longtime members of the council, starting from our beginning with the council, we have found suppliers, and we've grown some of those suppliers to be some of our prime suppliers, some of our key suppliers. So sometimes the relationship starts as a small opportunity, but I'm proud to say that Encore has been able to develop several of the MBE suppliers of the council that are members of the council into our prime suppliers that are doing some great work for us and supporting us at a higher level.
That's excellent, Grace. So now, supplier diversity programs for minority-owned business have seen challenges due to the economy and the expansion of what is considered diverse. So what does your program do to specifically help minority-owned business compete in your supply chain?
Okay. Encore Supplier Diversity Program focuses on minority businesses and women businesses, small and large, so that's why we're members of the council, so we can find those minority businesses. Once you get a supplier in, whether it's a small opportunity or a larger scale opportunity, one of the critical things in helping the suppliers develop and continue to grow to become a successful supplier for us is follow-up. Whether it's a sourcing initiative, maybe they're not successful the first time, but we have to have follow-up to let them know where the strengths and weaknesses were and where there are opportunities for the next time that they come to the table to compete, maybe they'll be successful. If they are successful, then we have supplier relationship managers that help with mentoring, with making sure they understand the Encore culture and how to work through different issues that they may have, or if they have questions, there needs to be somebody there to help them with that relationship so we have success on both sides. It's got to be a win-win for Encore and for the supplier.
And that's really key for these businesses, but they also need to continue delivering to stay in the loop.
Exactly. Quality and pricing are the main things, but quality, we've got to have reliable service that we provide, and our suppliers help us make that what we're able to do at Encore.
So now, what areas of your industry would you like to see more minority-owned businesses compete in?
There seems to be a lack of suppliers in the manufacturing areas, and some of that, it takes a lot of capital investment for those kinds of businesses, but transformers and wire and cable, large things like that, steel towers, there are not any MBEs in that business. If there can be some MBEs available in that business, maybe they need to partner with someone to help grow, but that would be a great industry to get into if they can get the resources together and they have the knowledge base to make that happen.
So you're hearing it firsthand from Grace. There are industries where we need more minority business owners, so you all be on the look for those partnerships and come to Encore and to the council to take advantage of these opportunities. So now, how does the SDP working group, the Supplier Diversity Professionals working group, help you in your professional and personal career direction?
The Supplier Diversity Professionals Working Group is an amazing organization to help supplier diversity professionals like myself. One of the best things about that group, and the council helps this to happen, is open dialogue. We share best practices, and it's across all industries, not just the utility industry. All the corporate sustaining members of the council have different issues depending on the business that they're in, and sometimes they may have a solution that will work across a different industry. So just the opportunity to share those best practices in an open dialogue, a comfortable dialogue, where we know we're trying to help each other, is amazing. And then we also have a lot of new supplier diversity professionals that are joining the council and joining the ranks of supplier diversity. That is a great learning place for them to come and to learn from those of us that have been around for a little while, some of the things to watch out for and some of the best practices that can help them grow their program.
So it's a very collaborative community, for what I hear, and you help each other and learn from each other.
Yes, very collaborative, and again, open dialogue where we feel free to talk about things that we're having difficulty with and how to help each other. So that collaboration, that open dialogue, it's a very close-knit group, which makes it work. That way everybody's comfortable and everybody can learn and share, and everybody's successes and failures come together. We all help each other, so that makes it a really close-knit group.
Great, great. So if you could tell MBEs to do one thing in order to be more competitive in your space, what would it be?
In the electric utility industry, there is so much change happening with technology. The first thing I would say is understand the technology and what's happening in the industry. That way they know where Encore is going, and they're able to come with us and help us be successful in that new technology or methodology or whatever's happening in the industry. The other thing is know the exact company you're dealing with, the culture, Encore's culture. Safety is a priority to Encore. That's one of our #1 concerns at Encore is safety. So you need to understand that culture when you come in to do business with Encore. You need to understand our environment, and that's not just with Encore, that's with any company that you want to do business with. You need to do your background, your research, background information, and verify all that information so when you come to the table, you understand what they need. You're able to move, you're able to be agile and flexible to work with those companies.
Fantastic. Now, if you could give another supplier diversity professional advice on improving their program, what piece of advice would you give them?
Now that one's a little tricky because everybody has something that's amazing in their supplier diversity programs. All the companies that are involved with the council have amazing supplier diversity initiatives, and they're all here today. So my thing would be, I would say, be sure that you get support from the top. The opportunity that I have with James Mining to my senior director to help me with supplier diversity is critical to the success of the program. And from him all the way up to the COO and the CEO and the SLT, the senior leadership team of Encore, that's the most critical component to help you be successful in your supplier diversity initiatives. So some way you've got to, if it comes from the top down or if you're working your way up, get that support. Invite them to come to Access. Invite them to be here so they can see all the great suppliers that are available. That's the first thing I think I would instill in anybody that's doing supplier diversity. Make sure you have that support from the top.
And that's really amazing what you have, that culture at Encore where everybody is pretty much on board and everybody is proud of bringing the opportunities to the diverse business owners. So that's a great job you're doing there.
Well, I'm fortunate to have the leadership and support I have at Encore, so it makes my job much easier.
So just to finish up this interview, tell us a little bit about your position and what your company does. And of course, everybody's a client of Encore, but tell us from your perspective.
Okay, I'm actually the supplier diversity manager for Encore. And Encore, we deliver the electricity to your home or business. So from the transmission towers, the big steel towers, to the distribution level, which is the poles and all of that infrastructure in your neighborhoods, all the way to the meter, that's what Encore does. And we're there to make sure you have the service, reliable service and safe service that you need to run everything you need in your home.
And it's incredible, even if this is somehow a captive audience, Encore is always striving to improve their technology, and then of course you're always in the look for talented suppliers that bring new solutions to all of those challenges that you have.
Correct. Innovative solutions are what is going to keep Encore on the leading edge of the technology in our industry. And the suppliers that are ready to go with us, we're ready to have you as part of Encore.
So there you have it. If you have solutions, if you have innovative ideas, come to Grace. She knows who's needing those solutions, and Encore, it's a great supporter of minority business owners. Thank you, Grace, for being today with us here at the Media Lounge at Access 2015, and enjoy the entire event.
Thank you, and I hope everyone enjoys the day.